With the final 4 spaces up for grabs at the Dubai Duty Free Irish Open at Lahinch Golf Club this week, all eyes were on Moyvalley Golf Club. In tough scoring conditions, it was Brian Casey of Headford Golf Club who added a 69 to his opening 66 to card a 9 under par total and claim first place. Just behind him was Conor O'Rourke of Naas and Paul McBride of the Island Golf Club, who both posted 6 under par. A 3-way tie-off was needed to decide the final spot, with Michael McGeady, Neil O'Brien and amateur Robert Moran all tied on 5 under par. Sum up the feelings after that?
It's still sinking in, so I can't even to put it into words. I'm absolutely delighted to be back in this position. I haven't been in the mix for a while, so it was nice to feel those nerves, to feel that kind of pressure, and to be able to deal with it pretty well. So I'm looking forward to my week now. I really am looking forward to getting down there and seeing some guys I haven't seen for a while, and playing a really good course, of Lahinch.
And sleeping on that pressure overnight, going in, knowing what you had to do, and kicking on like you did, you must be very happy with the state your game is in, going straight into the week. Yeah,
especially with a late tee time too. There was a lot of thinking to be done. There was a lot of time to think, and a lot of things go through your head. But I just said to myself, look, just embrace it and just stay aggressive and just stick to the game plan. And thankfully that worked out. It was a great 3-ball to be in today. The guys were playing really good golf, so it was great to have that momentum, and everyone helped each other along.
And did you feel that through 9 holes you really were feeding off each other and putting score for score, going tit for tat?
Yeah, Michael started off with a birdie, and it was just and the first was playing tough straight into the teeth, so that was kind of he kind of laid down the gauntlet, and that kind of focused me and Paul, I think, to realise that Michael's going to everyone's going to put up a fight. So me and Paul were going back and forth, and it was just it was really good. It was almost a match play scenario. I didn't know what other scores were being posted, or there was no leaderboards. That was probably a good thing for me. I try not to look at them, but you can't help it sometimes. We all kept each other going.
And a nice trip to Lahinch now. When was the last time you were down there?
Oh, it would been, I'd say 2012, 2011. So I'm going to stay with some friends this week. I've already got the offer through. Yesterday evening I got the offer, so I was like, just hang on, wait till I get today over and done with it. And so looking forward to getting down there. I'm hoping the weather's going to hold up for us. I don't know what's due, but I think I'm going to go down there tomorrow. I've no real plans as you can imagine. I have open qualifying on the Tuesday in England, but I think I'll be giving that a miss now, because I'll be sticking with the Irish Open. I put all my energy into that.
Yeah. So 468 today to finish. Sum up that day.
Nice day, nice round of golf. Delighted just to get the job done. I came here to qualify. So delighted to get that done, and looking forward to the week ahead, big time.
It was tough conditions out there today to put in a score like that, and that wind.
Yeah, it was nothing easy. Even the shots that appeared simple were still tricky, because there was just so much gusty wind and sloping greens as well. So it was a good challenge, but I handled myself well out there, so I'm happy with how it went.
And a tough finish as well is drop one at 18 to keep you honest.
Sorry. Absolutely. Bogey in 18 was a bit of a pity. I kind of got a bit of a stinging feeling at the time that it might cost me, but thankfully it hasn't. It was a poor bogey, but I played the last few holes very well, so I'm not going to dwell on too much and just kind of misjudge one shot would win. But all in all, good day's work.
And after that start to the season as well, with the injury and stuff, to pick up a result like this, it really is.
I've been working hard the last few months, so after the injury I come back, it's been a bit slow, to be honest, but I haven't kind of lost my plan with Gavin, what it is we're up to, so just worked hard and got through it, and then hopefully this can be the springboard to some good golf for the rest of the season.
And Lahinch then as well?
Love it. Happy hunting ground for me, just really looking forward to playing the event and mixing it with the best in the world, just see really where you're at. Don't see any reason why you can't go down there and compete strongly. Of course I love, and just really looking forward to the experience I'll gain from it in the week ahead.
Overall, you must be fairly happy with that as a result.
Oh, yeah, it was relief there at the end, to be honest. I had it handy enough with 3 holes to go. Made a mistake off the tee on 16 with club selection, and then on 18 I just hit the worst shot I've hit in a long time. Lapse of concentration, and made a great 2-putt to go to the Hinch next week. So.
And going back to that on 16, what was on the 16 tee? It was just
the tees moved forward like 50 yards. Hit through driver there yesterday, and then I just felt like 3-wood was the club and it wasn't. I should have hit 4-iron, just knocked down 4-iron, hit another 6-iron in or something, but yeah, that's just one of them things, I suppose.
You remained aggressive through though the last 2 and still got the job done.
On 18 on 18 I hit 4-iron off the tee because I just didn't feel like driver, so I tried to hit 4-iron, 5-iron, and then have a wedge in and just hit 5-iron about 133, which is not as far as I usually hit a 5-iron, so yeah, it was just a bad shot. So.
And looking into the Hinch then, I suppose at the start of the week, coming here to qualify for a big tournament like that was obviously the goal. What are your game is in good shape going into such a big tournament?
I've been playing really well, to be honest, and I've played well in the Hinch before. I think I've led qualifying there in the south of Ireland twice. I've been beaten by John Green, beat me one year. I remember that one. I think I'll remember that one until I die because he'll remind me of it. But yeah, I've played well there, so I'm looking forward to it now.
And there'll obviously be plenty more Irish Opens in the future, but still it's yeah,
it's nice to get your first one.
It's nice to get your first one under the belt, exactly.
Yeah, and it's a Rolex event too, which is class. And great field. I'm looking forward to it now, yeah.
And for your own season so far, you've had a pretty decent start to the season, like you've...
Yeah, I would say I've been struggling a little bit, I would think, in my own opinion. I just haven't got going, but this should kickstart me. I felt my game started to get better over the last few weeks, and this kind of solidifies that.
And with your course experience in Lahinch as well, like a lot of guys are going to see it for the first time. You've played a lot of golf around there.
Yeah.
So you must be really looking forward to the chance of getting back down there on such a big event.
Yeah, I don't know what way it's going to set up. I played practice round there, but Gavin Sharvin went for a practice round, so I just went down with them, hoping that maybe I would be a practice round for me, and it was. So it was playing a bit different to what it's usually played, but I'm sure that was about a month and a half ago. I'm sure it'll be a bit different now.
With O'Brien, McGeady and Moran all carding pars on the opening playoff hole, it was down to the second playoff hole, and O'Brien was left to strike first. He hit his approach into 20 foot and narrowly missed his birdie putt. Finding a tough lie off the tee and playing into a stiff breeze, Robert Moran pulled his second shot, just left of the green, leaving himself a very awkward chip. Moran failed to get up and down from left of the green, leaving the stage clear for Michael McGeady, who had hit his approach into 10 foot. As he did on the final hole of regulation, McGeady sank the birdie putt to claim the fourth and final spot at this year's Dubai Duty Free Irish Open. Sum that one up, Mick.
Yeah, it was a real struggle out there today. It was a tough day. You know, you got to be in fair control of your golf ball. And I felt that I managed my game pretty well. I didn't try and take on any shots that the guys that I was playing with took on, because they were so long off the tee. So I really just tried to position the ball. I didn't take on any of the par 5s and 2. I just positioned it down, positioned it up, and left myself a distance on. I shot 1 under for the par 5s, which proved important there. So that putt at the last sort of got me in. So, and then they do it in the playoff. Then they birdied the second extra playoff hole. I was delighted, you know.
Like there was some good scoring going on the front nine, and it got a little scrappy on the back. But
yeah, we all played nice golf. As I say, the two guys played phenomenal golf. They hit the ball really, really well. Like they were bringing me through on their current. Like, to be honest, I was just trying to hang on to their coattails. And I just, as I say, like, as good as I did play, I maybe left maybe a couple of shots out there, but I got the job done today. That was all that mattered. I'm just delighted to be
To
here.
know you needed a birdie going up the last and to actually do it,
Yeah.
left yourself about a 20
Well,
footer.
I would always like to know. I would always like to know where I stand. I sort of felt that I would rather feel like I need to be aggressive rather than trying to protect. So whenever I have that feeling, like, you know, I'll go for it. Like, you know, and it worked out well for me. That putt on 18 was ridiculous. Like, you know, it wouldn't be the most ideal putt you would want to leave yourself, you know, to try and get into a playoff. But to hold it and then day one in the playoff, it's I'm over the moon.
And you're getting back to the Hinch, and it's your second Irish Open appearance, I think it's going to be.
This is my second Irish Open. I hashtag let Mick play. You had that
Remember that one,
hashtag
yeah?
going for a while. But yeah, I felt like maybe I should have got on the more Irish Opens, but to get on my own merit now, it feels great. You know, it feels nice to be going there to play and playing well. Like, you know, so I'd like to go and hopefully make the cut and do well in the event. So
on that style of golf course, you must really fancy your chance, because it
Yeah.
really does play up to the normal course that you seem to produce your best
yeah,
on.
well, exactly. It's a links golf course, so there's going to be a bit of run, which I am going to need. Like, I'm going to need that bit of run on the fairways. So yeah, just see what happens.